While driving into work last week, listening to Lord Leveson talk about the final publication of his report into media standards, I thought, what an excellent day to bury bad news. So when I got into the office, I said to the Proteus team, can we keep an eye on government communications routes to see if anybody's trying to slip out bad news on this day? A day when the media were well distracted because they were covering their favourite story, stories about themselves. Well, imagine my surprise when this turned up. The energy bill. We've been waiting for it for months, it's desperately needed, and it turns up on the same day. Well, maybe that was a coincidence, or maybe it was because the government was trying to hide its embarrassment of what's been happening over the last few months, where we've had clear conflict between the Liberal Democrats and the Conservatives. We've had a Conservative energy minister saying enough's enough, we don't want any more onshore wind farms, and we have a Secretary of State from the Liberal Democrats who makes it very clear that renewables is a central component of the energy strategy for the future, and arguing also for the need for more onshore wind farms. So maybe it was a good day to hide that particular embarrassment. But as communicators, my concern is this muddle that we've now been going through has allowed opposition groups to see a chink of light in their ability to oppose onshore wind farms. And they're using it to its full extent to try and stop and delay and completely finish off any wind farm projects which are going through at the moment. And we have to stop that. If the government is serious about this bill, to say that it has got a role to play as we move towards a decarbonised economy, then we must get more leadership from the government as it educates the public on three very simple points. Number one, the need. Why are we doing this? At the grassroots level, we're still dealing with consumers who are saying we don't need renewables because climate change is a myth. Well, we've got to kill that argument. And for a wind farm company to say that, their vested interest gets in the way and the public aren't listening to them. So the government must give us leadership by justifying need. Secondly, we must have a clear strategy. This is where we're going from all of government. And we don't want conflicts between the Energy Department and the Chancellor of the Exchequer, who's given his view quite clearly that he's prepared to give tax incentives for a second dash for gas, or more accurately, the first dash for shale gas. And that is an excellent strategy to try and get that particular resource developed. But we don't want that to be seen as the future of the energy in this country when we're still trying to build solid renewable energy solutions onshore. So we're looking for clarity of purpose and clear messaging, and we're getting none of them. And the final thing we need is we need somebody from government to actually try and debunk some of the myths to do with renewable energy. It's too expensive. It doesn't work. The technology is completely wasteful. We must stop those, and the best people to do that have got to be the government or government agents or scientists standing there making it very clear that this technology is desperately needed, wanted and works. And the government must learn from this, because if the Chancellor is serious at trying to develop shale gas, we could walk into exactly the same problem in communications terms that we've had with onshore wind farms. Go on the internet today and type in shale gas and just watch the films you can find of people exploding gas coming through their taps and the problems that people have had with earth tremors and earthquakes around the world. Very emotive issues which can help drive a community to oppose development. So, three simple points. Clarity of need. We need this, and why. Secondly, clear strategic thinking to demonstrate that the whole government supports this. And thirdly, an independent, objective third party debunking the myths.